Good morning, everybody, and welcome. Thank you for joining us today. We're going to give about 5 more minutes for participants to join the call. Some logistical notes first. We ask that you mute your mics if they are not already muted. We want to let you know this meeting is being recorded, which if you have any questions about, feel free to reach out privately. A portion of this service, we will invite you to journal. So now would be a good time to grab a notebook and pen if you'd like to participate in that. Please do, if possible for you, find a comfortable space where you can relax and be present for service. And while we wait for others to join, I am excited to give a little refresher on Psanctuary. Sanctuary Church is a 508c1a faith-based organization. We use psilocybin mushrooms as a sacrament to connect us to divinity. If you, like many others throughout history, hold these mushrooms as a sacrament for sincere and intentional spiritual practice, you can head over to our membership page at psanctuary.org. Becoming a member is a 5-step process, which includes a discovery call with us. After becoming a member, you'll gain access to our membership portal, members-only events, including sacrament opportunities, and our members-only Telegram chat. Please do consider donating to Psanctuary. All donations currently go toward operational expenses, which include helping us secure a location for in-person Sunday services and group sacrament services. We have a great vision here at Psanctuary, which includes a community built on sustainability through permaculture and more accessible and frequent opportunities for services with our sacrament for members. For cash donations, please see the link that's on our website. And for ideas around in-kind donations, please reach out to us via email. These Sunday services are a place we gather together as a currently small but growing community. Although we do not partake in the sacrament during these services, we find common ground together in our recognition that the mushroom has brought us together. For more information on sacramental services currently available, you can reach out to myself at info@psanctuary.org. The service portion of our gathering is around 30 minutes of silent participation on your part. Courtney and I will be facilitating the service today, and Eric will be leading the optional discussion afterwards, which we allow about an hour and a half for until noon. And we do invite you to participate if you feel called. We'll have 2 readings every Sunday. We will be moving through different texts throughout our time together. Our main text that we read from, the Tao Te Ching, and currently the Game of Life and How to Play It. We chose these readings because we feel that they communicate the messages we've often received from our time spent with the mushroom, but in different ways. We'll also read a poem, the Litany of Gratitude, which is read to acknowledge our oneness with all that is. If you'd like to find that comfortable seat, I'll give us just a moment and we'll begin our Sunday service. Again, welcome and thank you for joining our Sanctuary community and celebration. Happy New Year. As we begin our statement of faith, we recognize that this statement does not exhaust the full extent of our faith. We believe that sacred mushrooms are a primary source of personal and divine revelation. We seek counsel from the mushroom to find direction and inspiration in our faith practice. And we believe that all individuals who seek true revelation from divinity can do so. Invite Courtney to begin our meditation.
Thanks, Athena. Good morning, everyone. Get in that comfortable position. Now you may wiggle a little bit and do some shakes. Get out that morning coffee or black tea energy, whatever little anxious energy is floating around in you, just kind of take a moment to shake it out. Take a few deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. Close your eyes. Also invite you to put your right hand on your heart and your left hand on your belly. And that can help you tune in to yourself and your body this morning. This meditation today is all about setting intentions for the year ahead. This is a meditation you can really do anytime, but it's perfect for the new year. So we're going to start by just asking ourselves, what are my intentions for this year? You cannot do this meditation wrong. This is a space to feel into your unique intentions for your year ahead, whatever they may be. Some helpful questions you can ask yourself to become more clear on what your intentions for the year ahead may be are, how do I want to feel this year? How do I want to show up this year? What 1 to 3 areas do I want to focus on this year? Continue to breathe. Notice how you're feeling as you think about each intention that comes to mind. Paying attention to what it brings up for you within your body. And thinking about a particular intention, does it feel enjoyable to imagine? Or does it bring up resistance? Hone in on just 1, 2, or 3 main intentions. This way we can really hone in and fulfill these areas of focus with potency this year. Take a few more moments. And imagine what it may look and feel like to be living in these intentions. So now as we wrap up this meditation, I invite you to take a moment and breathe in these intentions. Maybe they look like being more grateful. Maybe it looks like showing up with compassion or just treating yourself better, eating better, whatever it may be. Just breathe them in and offer yourself some gratitude now for taking the time this morning to show up for yourself and your community here at Psanctuary. I invite you to take these intentions into your day ahead, your week, your month, and 2022. So when you're ready, just start wiggling your fingers and your toes. Take a deep breath and then rotate your shoulders and your wrists, feet, and open your eyes when you're ready. Come back into the service space. Thank you, everyone. Now we'll have our Game of Life reading. Athena, remind me who's reading Game of Life?
Brandy.
Brandy.
The Game of Life, Chapter 8, Intuition or Guidance. There is nothing too great of accomplishment for the person who knows the power of their word and who follows their intuitive lead. By our words, we start in action unseen forces and can rebuild our body or remold our affairs. It is therefore of the utmost importance to choose the right words and carefully select the affirmations we wish to catapult into the visible. We are known that God is our supply. We are to know that God is our supply, that there is a supply for every demand, and that our spoken word releases this supply. Ask and ye shall receive. We must make the first move. Draw nigh to God, and God will draw nigh to you. Speak the word, and then do not do anything until you get a definite lead. Say, Infinite Spirit, reveal to me the way. Let me know what there is for me to do. The answer will come through intuition, a chance remark from someone, or a passage in a book, etc. The answers are sometimes quite startling in their exactness. Giving opens the way for receiving. In order to receive, one should give. Tithing, or giving 1/10 of one's income, is an old Jewish custom and is sure to bring increase. Many of the richest people in this country have been tithers, and I have never known it to fail as an investment. The 10th part goes forth and returns blessed and multiplied. But the gift or tithe must be given with love and cheerfulness, for God loveth a cheerful giver. Bills should be paid cheerfully. All money should be sent forth fearlessly and with blessing. This attitude of mind makes one a master of money. It is yours to obey, and your spoken word then opens vast reservoirs of wealth. We limit our supply by our limited vision. We must not be afraid to act. The vision and action must go hand in hand. Intuition is a spiritual faculty which does not explain, but simply points the way. The idea that comes may seem irrelevant, but many of God's leadings are indeed mysterious.
Thanks, Brandy. So now I invite you to unmute your mics And join me during our litany of gratitude when I say, we live in all things live in us. We live by the sun, we feel by the moon, we move by the stars. We live in all things live in us.
Things.
We eat from the earth, we drink from the rain, we breathe of the air.
We live in
all things, and all things live in us.
In us.
We call to each other, we listen to each other. Our hearts deepen with love and compassion. We live in all things,
And
all
all
things
things
live in
live
us.
in us.
We depend on the trees and animals. We depend on the earth. Our minds open with wisdom and insight. We live in
And
all things,
and
all things live in us. We dedicate our practice to others. We include all forms of life. We celebrate the joy of living and dying. We live in all things, all things live in us. We are full of life. We are full of death. We are grateful for all beings and companions. I invite you to mute your mics. And we'll do our next reading with Lynn.
The Tao Te Ching, chapter 36. What in the end is to be shrunken begins by first being stretched out. What is in the end to be weakened begins by being first made strong. What is in the end to be thrown down begins by being first set on high. What is in the end to be despoiled begins by first being richly endowed. Herein is the subtle wisdom of life. The soft and weak overcomes the hard and strong. Just as the fish must not leave the deeps, so the ruler must not display his weapons.
Thank you. Now take some time to reflect. If you have that journal nearby, it's a great time to grab it. Then we'll take a moment to reflect on intuition. Do you actively engage with your intuition? If so, how do you experience it? Do you feel it in your body or hear it in your mind? If not, why not? We'll take about 5 minutes to reflect today on intuition. If you'd like to finish up your thoughts. I will begin closing out our service portion for today, recognizing we've come together with intentions of service to the land and all its inhabitants. It is in our hearts to go forth into the world with the collective consciousness. We encourage you to stay for continued fellowship and conversation around our readings today. And for those unable to stay, we thank you for being with us. As we further our conversation, please remember that all perspectives are welcome as we search for the spiritual truth that unites us all. And some announcements today. We have our upcoming retreat, January 21st, 26th. I know there's been a few people who've shown some interest or asked about it. So we do encourage you to go ahead and sign up if that is something you're interested in being a part of. We will be having a community meeting after our Sunday service on January 16th. This meeting will kind of go over some of the behind the scenes stuff that Courtney, Eric, and I have been working on. And we are looking for members who are interested in becoming part of our vestry, helping us make some decisions for the church moving forward. We are excited to announce we have secured a location in the downtown Louisville area, and we'll be getting in there this month and trying to settle in and make it our own, get some pieces to make it a space that we can gather in regularly for community events and sacrament opportunities. So with that, I believe is all my announcements. Courtney, do you have anything else?